Hello, my name's Stuart, classical record collector, and I sell classical records from my website, lpclassical.co.uk. Well, as I've mentioned before, I've kind of gone a bit cold on charity shops. I've not done well. When I started off, I covered all the local charity shops and all the local towns, and I did reasonably well. I must have cleared them out, and I've really had very little at all. So I've not been going into charity shops much at all in the last month or so. And my advice has been not to go out of your way to go to charity shops. Just if you happen to see one and you're out and around, by all means go into it, but don't waste money driving to charity shops or anything like that. I've broken that rule once or twice and I've ended up wasting time and money. So I don't really do that anymore. But today I happened to be in another town, meeting a friend, and I went past a charity shop, a large one, and I said to my friend, "Oh, I'll just pop in there and have a look at the records." Really not expecting anything at all because I've been in that charity shop before in the past and had absolutely nothing from it. And I had no good reason to believe that there would be anything on this occasion. However, if you keep on going into these places, sooner or later, by the sheer law of averages, you'll get lucky sooner or later. And today I think it's fair to say that I got lucky too. So let me just go through what I've got. And I think I'll start off with the least interesting records and then gradually come to the more interesting ones. So let me see. Let me just have a quick look at these. What am I going to pick out as the least interesting record? Okay, shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, right. Well, this one here, um, Eleanor Stieber sings Mozart. Actually, of course, I've never seen this before. What's the label? It's Stand Records, New York. I've never seen this label before. Robert Lawrence conductor. There's the center label there. Made in America. Yeah, I'm not too sure when it was actually recorded, but I would guess probably the 70s. It's quite a thick jacket. I've never seen this label before, and I guess that you Americans will know about that label. It says on the back, Walter Price, Subscription Secretary, Metropolitan Opera. That's the person who wrote the notes. And if you look on the back, the notes are quite good. So, Eleanor Stieber, leading soprano, Metropolitan Opera Association, with the Symphony of the Air, Robert Lawrence conductor, Felix Ale, violinist, assisting artist. Okay, so what's on it? We've got Exultate Jubilati, fantastic. Can't wait to listen to it. Excuse me a minute while I just adjust the lighting on this. Wrong way. That's better. Okay, we've got an aria from Il Repastore. I think I know which one that one's going to be. We've got recitative Bella Mia Fiamma, K528. I know that aria, concert aria. And then we've got K374, concert aria, or Che il cielo a me ti rende, if that's the correct pronunciation. Okay, then we've got K383, named meinen Dank. Yeah, and then it says here, a gracious song of parting composed in Vienna for Aloysia Weber-Lang. That's the sister of the woman that Mozart married, Constanza. And they've got Idomeneo, Electra's recitative, O Smania, O Fury, and aria, Doreste Dajatse. So there we are. That looks like an interesting record. I've looked at the condition. It looks like it needs a bit of a clean, but I've got to tell you that I got these incredibly cheaply. I'll tell you what I paid for them all at the end. So yeah, that is interesting for sure. But I mean, I don't think it's worth anything at all. But I find it interesting as a Mozart fan and opera fan. And we've got another one here, Beverly Sills, well-known opera bel canto singer. And this is on a Westminster stereo. Again, looks like an American record. Let's have a look. So inside we've got the lyrics. Very good. I like that. Nice picture of the soprano there, Beverly Sills. Very good. Very good indeed. And then we've got the record. There's the center label. So Westminster label. Actually, I've not really heard of that one. No, I of course I've heard of Westminster, but I've generally seen them as monos. So this one has got Bellini and Donizetti arias on it. That is going to be worth listening to. I wonder if it's got any arias from Don Pasquale, because I quite like that opera. Let's just have a quick look. No, it's got Donizetti's Lucia, good. And what else? Bellini, La Sonnambula. Okay, fine. It's the Vienna Academy Chorus and Jussi Jalas conducting. There's the back of the record. Now, for you Americans, you probably see these records all the time. Sorry, I'm just going to have to adjust the lighting again, because I'm actually recording this in the evening and we're losing light all the time. Okay, whoops. All right, okay. So there we are. When was that recorded? It doesn't say. Yeah, it does. 1968. That looks interesting. Again, I don't really think it's worth anything in particular. So let's just move on and let's do these in reverse order. So just to show you how many I've got quite a few to go. When I tell you how much I got these for, you're going to be amazed. Okay, so here's the next one in least order of importance. It's Mendelssohn, A Midsummer Night's Dream. Yeah, can you see that? MHS stereo. And Raymond Leppard is a director. Very good. I like him as a conductor. I think London Philharmonic Orchestra with Raymond Leppard. This is an American record, though. And what really caught my eye was Elizabeth Gale. I absolutely love that soprano. Elizabeth Gale, Mozartian soprano. Anne Murray is on this record as well. So two excellent sopranos. Of course, the magnificent music from A Midsummer Night's Dream, Shakespeare's play, set to music by Debussy. There's the label. You know, it almost looks like a kind of private label, doesn't it, that one? Music Heritage Society. That's got a groove on it. So that looks interesting. But again, these are just really for my own collection. I like the jacket, I like the inner sleeve on this. If you look how nice and elegant that is. It's got treble clefs forming a kind of border, and then a circular border inside going around the center label. Musical Heritage Society, Oakhurst, New Jersey. Great. That's a good one. Okay, now what do we look at next? I think this one probably. Now these are all from America, so I don't know what's happened here. I don't know, maybe some Americans come over and taken his collection with him, and these have ended up in a charity shop. We've got Delius, A Mass for Life on Angel, which is American EMI, obviously, and it's shrink wrapped. I mean, it's you know, it's unopened. It's absolutely mint and brand new, and you know, I mean, that's not something I would normally take but you know, seeing it in mint condition like that, and Charles Groves conducting, Heather Harper, Helen Watts, Robert Tier, London Philharmonic. That's two records, so I couldn't resist that. Again, I mean, I got these all more or less for 50 pence each. It's unbelievable. So, in fact, I was joking with my friend because I picked all these out, and I said that if another collector walked in here and saw me going through these, he might just suddenly grab them, say, right, you know, give me those. I've been covering this shop for years and I've never seen anything. And you come in on this one-off occasion and you got hold of these. Give them to me. They're mine. And then, I mean, then what would happen then? There'd be a fight over these records in the shop. No, so fortunately, nothing like that happened. Okay, so let's have a look. Reverse order of importance. Okay, we've got Nielsen, Birgit Nielsen, singing Verdi on a stereo. A London stereo, gatefold. Yeah. There it is. It's got a picture of her in the middle. And, you know, really looks nice. I really like the look of it. It's only one record, of course. And it's on a London, which, of course, is the American Decca. And there we are. I think it's got the original sleeve. And it's a wide band. And, of course, it's made in England. Now, these are not as valuable as the SXLs, are they? Of course they're not. But, I mean, they've still got to be worth something. I've never really sold Londons before, so I don't know. But this one looks like it's in superb condition. I mean, the SXL of this never really fetched much money, so I don't expect this will be worth much. But in that fantastic condition, I don't know. Well, it's probably not worth a great deal, but still, I mean, for 50 pence, it's a no-brainer. Okay, let's just keep going then. So what next? Let's find another vocal one. To get all the vocal ones out of the way, here we are. We've got two more vocal ones. We've got Kirsten Flagstad on another London, stereophonic. And this one, there we are. It's got the lyrics at the back. This one, I don't know. It looks like a narrow band. Is that the early pressing for America? Or is that, should it be a wide band? It looks like a narrow band there. So I suppose that is a narrow band. So that's not really going to be worth so much. Or, you know, it's not going to be so interesting. But I don't know. I still think it's quite good. It's got some good music on it. Wagner. So that one looks interesting. And then we've got Flagstad singing Sibelius on another London. I think that's a narrow band as well. Yeah, it is. It's got the lyrics inside. There's a lyrics sheet there, which opens up. And there we are. There's the record. You see? Another narrow band. It's not a groove. Okay, that's all right. I mean, for the money, I'm quite happy with that. Can't complain at all, really. I'm not worried because, I mean, even in a wideband SXL, that's not going to be worth a great deal. But great to add to the collection. I like the picture on the front as well. So there we are. Okay, the last vocal one. What about that? Gluck, Alcest, Kirsten Flagstad. Yeah? Who's conducting? Conducted by Geraint Jones. You know, I never had that when I used to deal in records in the 90s. I never had that as an SXL. I don't think I ever even saw it. So let's see what's inside. We've got the cast list inside, plus we've got all the lyrics. We've got the libretto here as well. Yep. And then we've got wide bands. We've got 3 wide bands. We've got original jackets. We've got original sleeves. And look at that. Okay, that's a wide band. That's got a groove around the outer edge. I think that means it's ED1, doesn't it, guys? That means that's got to mean it's ED1. It's got a groove around the outer edge, not the sort of inner. I think that's an ED1. 1, 2, 3, all in absolutely superb condition. I was looking through these thinking, please let them all be in good condition. Let them all be wide bands, because, you know, I hate mixed sets. Absolutely loathe mixed sets. When you get, like, I don't know, 2 wide bands and then a narrow band, it absolutely ruins it. You know, I mean, I would say it's even worth less than a narrow band set, because who the hell wants a mixed set? You want them all to be the same. So, yeah, really pleased with that. I mean, I know that the music's not that interesting, Alcest by Gluck, but can't complain about that at all. I mean, I got that for hardly anything, and it's in superb condition. Yeah, there we are. How many of you are drooling out there, eh? Okay, now it gets a bit more interesting here. We've got an RCA Shaded Dog Living Stereo Van Cliburn Rachmaninoff Piano Concerto No. 3 live at Carnegie Hall, 1958. And there's the record, Shaded Dog. I've looked at the condition. It seems to be in pretty good condition. I don't think that's worth much money because, you know, it's Van Cliburn. He's not really that collectible an artist, but I'm delighted to have that. And then we've got Van Cliburn again, something I've never seen before. It's Schumann's Piano Concerto. That one actually might be worth a bit more because I've never actually seen that in a UK pressing, an SB pressing. Why is one concerto on one record? Because that should be able to accommodate. Oh, so the first movement occupies the whole of side 1. Fritz Reiner conducting, and movements 2 and 3 occupy, yeah, the second side. That's amazing. Usually it's possible to get Schumann's Piano Concerto on one side, and then they usually put the Grieg Concerto on the other. So I would expect that to be very good sound quality if they've done that. Miracle Surface, it says. Living Stereo Miracle Surface. I wonder what they mean by that. That's quite a big claim, isn't it? This record contains the revolutionary new anti-static ingredient 317X, which helps keep the record dust-free, helps prevent surface noise, helps ensure faithful sound reproduction. Okay, well, we'll see about that. Right, so there we are. There's the back of the record. So yeah, I've never seen that. And then we got the two best ones, I suppose. We've got Berlioz Symphonie Fantastique with Charles Monk on an RCA Living Stereo Shaded Dog. There it is. I'm glad not to see the white dog, the next RCA pressing. I'm glad to see the shaded dog there. There it is. So I've looked at the condition. It looks good. However, of course, I've got to test these out, and I will do at the end of this. At the end of this video I'm making, I'm going to get my mobile phone out and test the most potentially valuable ones. Just two of them. These last two. This one. I mean, I don't think that's worth a fortune, but I think it's quite a good find. And then we've got Sibelius Violin Concerto with Heifetz on a Living Stereo, and this is obviously the best one of the lot. I don't know what this is worth. I mean, the English SB is probably worth £100 or so, I would imagine. So I don't know what the shaded dog is worth. It looks to me like that's in pretty good condition. So I'm going to try that out and the Berlioz and find out what condition they're in, and hopefully they will be in good condition because, yeah, so there we are. That's the back of that. Yep. So I'm delighted with that haul. Really delighted. I got all those records for £6 British. The whole lot. Yep, really good. I'm really pleased with that. Doesn't happen often, this. So, don't begrudge me. It happens very, very rarely. And I'm now going to test those two records out. So if you just bear with me, here we go. Okay, I'm going to try these records out now that I've just reviewed. I'm going to try out, first of all, the Sibelius Violin Concerto with Heifetz conducting on this shaded dog. So, well, let's have a listen and just hope for the best. Okay, it's not bad. There are some sort of crackles and pops as it starts. Usually when you get these old records, people often thumb them a bit at the near the beginning, and if they're going to be noisy anywhere, that's where they're going to be. I suspect if I use some groom on that to clean it up, it will actually clean up quite well. Let's push the stylus on to have a listen to some of the louder passages. That's pretty good. There's hardly any background sound at all. No background crackle at all once you get, way beyond the beginning. And let's have a listen to, just advance it on. That sounds all right. Let's have a listen to the coda, the magnificent coda. Okay, I'm very happy with that. It's a bit noisy at the beginning, but I can clear that up. And Heifetz is actually my favorite violinist. I think he's phenomenal. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to listening to that all the way through. Okay, we're going to now try the Monk Berlioz Symphonie Fantastique. Here we are then. Here's the Monk Berlioz Symphonie Fantastique. Based on what I heard from that other record, I'm expecting this one will be a bit noisy at the beginning as well, but that it will clean up quite well. Here we go. Yep, sounds a bit noisy. Now the Symphony Fantastique starts quite quiet, so okay, let's move it along. Yeah, it's a little bit noisy, same as the other one. I do believe a good clean with Groom will sort that out. I think that should be okay. Let's have a listen to the end of the side. I have to say I've not really heard Shaded Dogs much, but I'm really impressed. You know, they sound really good, you know, probably brighter than the average British record, say Decca, you know, ASDs, EMI. They sound a bit brighter. They probably sound a bit closer to how I've heard Mercury Living Presence records sounding, but I'm quite impressed anyway. Okay, well that's it. I think a good cleanup will improve that significantly, but there's no distortion there, and playing at the end of the side seems to be absolutely fine. So I think that's a really good haul that I've had today, and thank you very much for tuning in. Goodbye.